Hello and welcome.
Where do we start, Mo? No, forget welcome. Where do we start, bro? Let's forget about all the formalities, man.
We start by Enzo and Caicedo
Yeah.
playing like a 200
I got 3
million
points.
finally.
Come on, man. I got 3 points this weekend.
Hey!
Chelsea got
Let's
3
fucking
points
go, man.
away from home, people.
You know, you
3 points on the road with a clean sheet. Like, I don't remember last time I experienced this, man. It's been a hot six since we last went on the road, got the job done. Clean sheet, good defensive performance. Endo in his right position. Gallagher used properly. Broja on the score sheet. Mudryk, the fucking shooter on the score sheet as well. Honestly, I wish we kept more control of the game because I feel like we gave away too much possession. But apart from that, I'm happy, man. Sometimes it's not going to be the style you want, but 3 points in a clean sheet in the Premier League, you can never complain, man.
What were you all saying, though, man? We're joined by 2 of our members. Man like Steve. People might have saw him the other week. A man like, or actually, I should say man like, woman like Sophia.
Yo.
Crash it. We're not just going to talk about Chelsea today. We're going to be also talking about if Man United is in a worse position. Probably the best time to talk about it. Yeah, you can breathe. You get those deep breaths in. You know what I'm saying? Steve's ever so honest, so I'm pretty sure he's going to give his recipe of disaster towards what's going on. But yeah, man, Roy, man, it's been a minute. Where you been, man? You've been hiding, but all of a sudden you win and you're out the woodwork.
Listen. This is entirely coincidental. Like,
sure,
anyone who knows me knows that I
Sure.
just don't respond for some reason. But I just happened to be. I was just playing PS5 and then Kaz called me. He's like, "Do you want to come on?" And I'm just like, "Oh, I don't even know if we're gonna win today. Like, do I really just go on and put myself through like an hour of like getting absolutely roasted?" But you know what? I came on. 3 points. I can't stop smiling, man. Like, I genuinely forgot what this feels like. 3 points on the road and a good performance. I like it.
And this is when I said, "Why big up Broja?" You know, I big this guy up. He's a gunman, man. I think he done more in 90 minutes than
he was
60 minutes, 63 minutes than Jackson's done all season. You look better with him up front. In my opinion.
I thought it would take him like a few games to sort of get back into his rhythm after the ACL injury he had. But first start, and honestly, like, it's probably a premature. So if Jackson wasn't suspended, he probably would have just carried on getting minutes off the bench. But Poch took the risk, put him in the starting lineup, and honestly, like, it was a good performance today. Held up the ball well, linked up with the other attack as well. Like, you could call his goal lucky, but I feel like he probably should have gotten the end of the pass and just put it away. So he got what he deserved.
I don't think it's luck. I don't think it's luck because
I think he handled
good striking instinct, chasing down the ball when a center back makes a mistake.
And that's what Jackson lacks. Like, Jackson, he hasn't got that killer in him, and I feel like that's what Broja has. So yeah, I'm happy with the performance. I think everyone did well today. I do want to big up Conor Gallagher. I slander him a lot, but I actually do think, unless we get an irresistible offer, I don't mind him as a squad player. As long as he's not playing deeper than Enzo, then you know what? I don't mind him as a squad player. If you get an irresistible offer, then I'm happy to see him go. But I can have it. I've watched enough to know that, you know what, this guy's not as crap as I thought he was. Like, he's serviceable.
One game reaction.
Just one game. No. Because Mo, Gallagher's been better than, like, if you've been watching, I don't really care about excuses and position tags, to be honest. Gallagher's been better than Enzo this season if we're looking at the whole thing. So
expectations,
like, he's actually been okay this season. So if he's been okay, like, I don't mind him as a squad player. I don't want him starting in the pivot, and I don't want him starting week in, week out when everyone's fit.
He's like your Longstaff, to be fair.
Yeah, like, as a squad player, like, he's serviceable. He's serviceable.
We ain't title contenders, so we can have those kind of guys in the squad.
Yeah, like, eventually the squad is going to outgrow him. But right now, like, I'm not mad if he stays. I'm not mad if he goes.
Yeah, I was going to ask this quickly as well to Sophia. When you look at Chelsea and you look at us, what difference do you see?
I mean, they look way more fluid in style, I'll say. They play well today. But I don't know, they can also be kind of like inconsistent as well, like we are. So You know, we might have different conversation next time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, this is why I didn't write off Chelsea earlier. I said a draw. I thought they were going to go into this as a draw. And to be fair to Joe said he thinks Chelsea win. Like this game in
I
particular.
thought they will lose, bro. I actually predicted 2-1.
Fulham have been awful. And I don't really want to take that away from Chelsea's win because even if Fulham were awful, like Chelsea just controlled. I think they controlled most of the game. I think.
Yeah, but we controlled it without the ball.
Other than Fulham being pretty sometimes, I think they were quite cute with their passing and control and stuff, but there was nothing. They were quite toothless. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't really.
It's not only about Fulham. I thought the game was about Chelsea. You know, this is the definition of you can control the game without having the ball. They pressed when they needed to press, retreated when they needed to retreat, pressed the right players, and I thought Chelsea absolutely this guy called Palmer instructions, or not call it instruction, call it IQ. The pockets, him tucking inside and leaving that line and being between the lines. I thought he was absolutely brilliant, Cole Palmer today. Even Caicedo today, he's breaking the line passing. He played like when he played at Brighton. He always looks for the progressive passes between the line, breaking that press from Fulham, of course. I thought Chelsea, everything that they did today, maybe they didn't have 90% possession. They didn't have 70% possession. But every time they had the ball, they were so effective. It's absolutely... You know, I said it on the terrace this morning. I said, if it clicks for Chelsea, it's going to look all right.
Yeah.
And this morning, I said it will look all right for Chelsea because it looks like some of them will drill. They needed experience. They didn't need that today. They just needed technical ability. That pass from Colwell. This is ability.
I can't lie. For me, I hear that part. For once, he actually done his thing. You know what, man? You're gonna have to pick up someone that I thought out of all of them needs more recognition. There's a man that's playing at right back that's left-footed that was written off.
Thank you, man. My fans don't realize.
Look, you can talk about we're going to talk about Cole Palmer. We're going to talk about probably the way Caicedo absolutely affected the game in the first phase. We could talk about all of that. But when you've got a left-footed right back here that looks like, I can't lie, he done a defensive job. He was calm and composed and worked with Caicedo and Palmer very, very well. You gotta give the man some props. That's 2 games at right back. And that's
my fan base don't rate him, man. I don't get it. He's such a good defensive player to have, man.
We're talking
do it at left back, can do it at right back. Disasi's too. Disasi, everyone thought, we just like this guy's 25 at Monaco, red flags. Why are we chasing him? And you know what? Disasi's been our best centre back this season. If you've been watching us. Big up Daps.
You say, Roy, you're happy.
Yeah, look at him smiling, bro. The smile is from here to here, bro. He's smiling from here to here.
I see with your sweatshirt, Daps, you're taking the Newcastle loss a bit personal, huh?
No.
Taking a piss.
Yeah, like I said, I thought everyone was good today.
Oh shit, you support Newcastle, innit?
So he's got a Newcastle top on, bro.
Yeah, I only just realised that. I was looking behind and I didn't even clock he had that Newcastle kit on. But yeah, Roy, what are you saying, man? What, are you back?
Listen, I'm just... Kaz called
Roy,
me at a good time.
Are you still pot out?
I
Roy.
Oh my word! I wish I had my soundboard again.
Nah, listen.
Nah,
Roy,
you know,
are you or not?
One sec.
Okay. Firstly, if you know me, oh my god, man said on the big screen.
Give me a
second. Hold on. Don't talk till the boxes move. Now you are there.
Go ahead, floor is yours, Roy.
If you know me, I'm a pretty consistent guy. It takes a lot to sway my opinion.
Okay.
So, however, I do still want him out, but I'm happy with the result against Brighton. I'm happy with the result against Fulham. So right now, my position remains the same, but I'm happy with the last 2 games. Burnley, I want another win. I want another clean sheet.
You seem more like you seem Roy. You seem more of you're saying Poch up, but you really mean Poch just fix up. Otherwise, I'm going to go back.
Yeah, it's probably
no. He wanted Poch out. He wanted.
He did. I saw him.
I heard the call earlier, Roy. You were on loudspeaker when Cass heard you earlier, and it was very negative on Poch. Very negative on Poch. Very negative.
You know what? As in, I didn't really want to get too much into this, but I didn't want him when we were rooming with them, so I wasn't really happy with the appointment. So I've never really wanted him here. However, I'm allowed to be happy with the last 2 games. As in, it was a good win against Brighton. It was a hard-fought win, clean sheet. Fulham, London derby away from home. We needed the 3 points. Got the job done again. Like, everyone was good today. I don't think I can look at anyone and be like, oh, they stunk up the gaff. Everyone was good today.
You done what we should have done. We didn't do it. The only thing we done was Burnley, clean sheet and 1-0, like you did against Brighton, I suppose. And then we beat Palace but then the next game we mess up. This time you've got 2 clean sheets. To be fair, you paid them off the park. Second half of Brighton and probably minutes 0 to 90 for Fulham. You're building confidence. You're building some rhythm.
Yeah,
you can't hate on Chelsea in any shape, way, or form. Mo's probably trying to conjure up something to say negative on Chelsea because he can't stand you guys. Right?
Now, you know what? I didn't like.
But there's some you pulled out.
Another clean sheet as well, right? Another clean sheet as well.
There's not even one player that played bad. That's the problem. You cannot.
Yeah, then like I can't say anyone had a stinker today. Like even and the fact is, like, we've still got so many players. We've got James, Fofana, Badiashile, Chilwell was out, Lavia, and Kunku.
Oh, so what are you saying there? Once they're back, what title push? Is that what you're
Okay,
saying now, Roy?
whoa. Let's don't put words in my
They
mouth.
still got Poch there.
Yeah, listen.
What trophies are you coming for this season then? Come on.
No. Listen. And then before the season, my expectation was to always get us back into Europe and get me a domestic trophy. So, if we get our injured players back, then Poch should be able to get us back on track to be in the European places, because this squad, people might say, oh, it's young and inexperienced, but this squad is good enough to finish in Europe this season. So let's see where we go from there, man. Like, take the win, take the 3 points, on to Burnley, another winning clean sheet, and then
I expect you to drop points there, man, because
top fixtures
right now. Cole Palmer, such a baller.
I love Cole Palmer, man.
Let's talk about Cole Palmer, man.
Real technician.
Let's hear Mo's praise or non-praise.
It was fantastic. Listen, he was absolutely great coming inside from the right side. Actually, Robinson tried so hard to stop him, but he was so smart on leaving that line and being behind the midfield. And I thought he was absolutely brilliant. Like, not only on the ball, like all his passes. And I have the first notice I said, he's very active. He wants the ball every time. He's not shy. He's not hiding. And he's like, I'm passing the ball to Broja in the space. He was so good. Like, it was
he works his socks off as well. The guy
exactly like this is what I'm like. He's not like just hugging the line, waiting for the ball, and that's just like, if it doesn't come, it doesn't come. He was like showing up, cutting inside. He was great. Like, to be honest,
I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm seeing a different Cole Palmer. Like, everyone knows I wanted Cole Palmer to stay. Yeah, I wasn't wanting Cole Palmer. Daps crying about Cole Palmer. Nah, bro. What are you doing here? Someone HM. I wanted Cole Palmer to stay at City, yeah? But I got why he's leaving, because the truth is, the role he's playing at Chelsea now, we would never see him play that role at Manchester City. We did a show on it. I spoke on it, right? The role he is playing for you, man, now, Foden's had to wait years to get to play that role. Now Foden is getting to play that role. I'm not now here saying Cole Palmer's better than Phil Foden. Not in a million years will I be saying that, right? He isn't. However, I'm seeing Cole Palmer and just looking at him thinking, yeah, Cole Palmer really does look like a Man City player. He looks like a Man City player. He's dropping deep. The way he's getting all his passes right. Like, he's doing the simple stuff right, but then he's also doing the driving with the ball, the balls round the back, and everything about Cole Palmer. And I'm not look. Any Chelsea fans here, any fan of anyone, you know, yeah, when a player leaves your academy, even if they go elsewhere, there's that bit inside you that's like, that's like a product of our academy. I want him to do well. Like, I'm not here. When I watch Chelsea, trust me, we watched the first half together, yeah? I'm like, is that Cole Palmer? Is that Cole Palmer? Because my eyes aren't great. I'm looking for Cole Palmer, right? I'm looking for Cole Palmer to see what he is doing. And I think he's made the difference. Like, he's come in for me at the moment with Chelsea. He's making the difference. He's making Enzo and Caicedo look better as well. Like,
and Daps, you know, so I was go on.
No, go on.
I was just gonna say, you should want your academy graduates when you sell them off, because obviously not all of them can make it. That's just the reality of football. Yeah, you should want them to do well, because that enhances 100. Your reputation of your club's academy, which means that it will continue to be. Okay, well, you have two options with most Man City graduates. They either go on to do something, make a good career, and you make money, pure profit, or they could be good players for City, and then you have that once in a while Foden where it's like that guy could be a superstar for years.
You know what?
For you
It's
guys.
it's not even just academy players, right?
Yeah.
Unless there is like a falling out, right, or someone leaves your like Ferran Torres, fuck him, yeah. Gomez, fuck him, right? But apart
Leroy
from that,
Sané?
oh, bro, we love Leroy Sané. We
I
love
love
Leroy
Sané,
Sané. And even Edin Dzeko, yeah, Edin Dzeko, we love him. The only one time I've wanted Edin Dzeko to fail was in that Champions League final. Any other time, I want to see players that have played for my club and done well for my club, because often when they're at your club, they get criticised, right? And you're like backing them. So when they go elsewhere and other people are like, oh, actually, it's like, I mean, even I'll be real. When Milner first left City, it was like, because I defended Milner so much during his time at City. At first, it was like, I'm glad to see that people see, until the guy starts talking about your club. Then once they start talking about your club and throwing shade on your club, you're like, fuck them. If you're going to be like that, there's no love lost now. So I'm not gonna be like that. But when a player's played for your club, if they leave, that's why I didn't get the Chelsea thing with Mason Mount, to be frank. When some Chelsea fans turned on Mason Mount, it's like, why? Because, you know, not long ago, you were praising him for helping. And by the way, in that Champions League final, Mason Mount was one of Chelsea's better players. You're praising him for that. Now he leaves, you're throwing all this dirt on his name. It's like, that guy was one of the key factors
with you as well, Daps. Like, Chelsea aren't on the same level as
No.
They aren't competing with you. Like, why would he care if Cole Palmer does bad? Like, he wants Cole Palmer as a youth team player to do good, because they're not competing with Man City. I don't know why people are like, no. He doesn't want anybody to do well at other clubs. He's not at Liverpool.
We're not competition. Look, if there's a competition, I'll throw a competition for the chat to have amongst themselves. I know there's some Chelsea in here. There will be some Arsenal in here. Let's have a competition. I'll throw one out there. Mudryk got a goal, I believe, from open play, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so Havertz got gifted a penalty to get his goal. So you lot have that competition, the Mudryk Havertz competition. You lot have that one, yeah? Leave me out of this.
Oh my
God. Daps, my number 10 got a goal before your number 10 did. Let's not forget that as well, man.
What?
I said my number 10 got a goal before your number 10.
Who's my number 10?
Well, Grealish.
Jack Grealish is your number 10, right?
Oh, you're actually me. Sorry, I thought you meant the 10 role. Well, yeah, Grealish Grealish has played like I think 2 or 3 games this season. If we're meaning our number 10s that have played the 10 role, were you talking about Foden and Alvarez? And trust me, brother, you haven't.
Think about it, that Mudryk
Mudryk
started kind of slow a little bit. Like, he kind of like his touch
was
a little bit. His touch was long. He couldn't pass the ball. And I'm like, oh, here we go again. And I said, here we go again. His shot was like, he skied one with the goal was like that. And I'm like, here we go again. It's like good drive, good speed, and then the final product is like kind of lacking. And then, but that chest down, to put it in that chest down. Good. And that touch and the finish with the left foot underneath Leno was class. It was like, okay, so this is what they've been talking about. I haven't seen that.
I feel like he's just beginning to get warm now. Like, he wasn't really getting many minutes before, so he couldn't really build up confidence. Now he started the last 3 games, and we're beginning to see, like, he was all right against Bournemouth, against was it Villa? Did he play against Villa or was it Brighton? One of them. And
Villa, you had a home. Yeah, he was decent.
Yeah, Villa.
He started
all right, Roy. He was all right.
Well against
no, it's like, I'm not saying he was a world beater, but like, he was okay, and now he's getting better. Now he's got his first goal. Hopefully,
you know what I'm going to say though. I'm going to criticize Mudryk. I'm going to look at it like towards Rashford, about the overall team play. I don't know if he contributes to overall team play rather than having the goals in him only.
Interesting.
Because he doesn't have the pass, right? Because he doesn't have
No. That's the difference. He does have the pass. He has actually very good vision and he can execute.
We saw the goal. Sorry, who was that pass for? The pass he made in that previous game.
Oh no!
There's one. No, there's a pass that.
That was with the national team.
No. There's a pass for Chelsea.
It was to Jackson.
To Jackson, and Jackson didn't finish it. But the pass was probably the best pass I've seen all season in the Premier League. I'm going to be honest with you. That one pass was unreal.
So to finish on that, I'm not trying to just criticize. I'm trying to speak more towards constructively. It's when he runs at full pace, when he needs to take on the defender. Say there's a low block.
For his own good sometimes.
Do you know what I mean? I think this is where he's very raw, but he's showing the glimpse of maybe why you bought him and what he can do. It's just, is he good? I don't know. Is he injured or is he going to stay fit? Can he get a run of games? That's just probably the next part where you probably, as a Chelsea fan, yourself thinking, let's wait and see, right?
Just have to fine tune it a bit, and grow more into confidence. He'll get there
Just
potentially.
go down the Anthony Gordon route. Like Anthony Gordon was not good when we bought him initially from Everton in January. I mean, he's doing all right.
He's doing all right. He's doing all right.
Played in the four. He had a good U21 Euros, and then carried it over to preseason with Newcastle in the US. And then he's started almost every game for Newcastle, and he's done good.
Go on.
Better start to the season than Rashford's had.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna go there, but yeah.
Oh, we can go there. We can go there.
Cole Palmer, such a bowler. He's so composed. He is always composed. He has been always composed.
Yeah.
He's very good. And Kingsley, Tom saying, Kukurea, good. It's ridiculous.
Uno reverse as Pelacuello.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
But Kukurea was like William.
He looked good.
So
he looked good.
Non-existent because Kukurea. I can't believe I'm saying that. Kukurea pocketed William. Like
on the wrong side.
On the wrong side with the wrong foot. With the wrong foot. It was like good. It was like
there was one mistake I saw him make. I did see him make a mistake, but it didn't lead to anything, so it's fine. But there's one where he let a ball run that he shouldn't have let run, especially where he let it run on what would have been his wrong foot and was a bit like, but yeah, I didn't watch the second. Well, I kind of half-heartedly watched the second half while on the stream, so I don't know about
Fulham
the second half.
I was watching
this
another
is
game.
half stumper. Fulham didn't create anything. Chelsea still could have had the third or fourth.
I feel like we could have probably grabbed at least
Enzo. I think maybe Enzo could have scored that rebound potentially. The one, you see Maatsen when he opened up the body.
The post.
I thought that was going to go in, man.
See Maatsen, for me, it's true what Don says about this guy. Like he comes on. I don't think I've seen him have a poor game. Every time he has a good cat, he's always having a good cat.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how does
he never plays in a constant position.
I don't understand.
Him everywhere.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand it. He needs to nail down a position, and no wonder why he's signing a contract. I'll take him at Man United all day long. I think that's definitely.
Can play left back.
Was Mudryk injured, Roy? At half time? He was injured.
Apparently.
Yeah, it looked like he had an issue. I'm not sure. I don't think there's been any reports on it after the game, but I don't think it's going to be something serious. I think it maybe just might be like a knock or something, just a few days, and then. Yeah, I think it'll be good for Burnley. I'm pretty sure.
If Broja gets injured. If Mudryk gets injured, I'm like, this is a curse. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because Broja left kind of limping a little bit, and I'm like, this is.
No, he was knackered. Apparently, it was always. I think it was knackered.
Broja was just fatigued.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm considering this is Was this his first game back?
In literally
like about a year.
Yeah. Do you know what I thought in the first half in particular? He just looked more naturally like a target man.
Yeah,
someone to aim at. He looked a lot more like he.
Footwork. It's got good footwork too. He
telling you now, man. I got laughed at when I said I'm taking Broja for 30 million or 35 million at Man United. Yeah, because see this guy, other than his injuries, like there's not going off this one game. He's just got that dog in him. Like he's just. I think he's
got a dog, man.
It's what got him the move. It's what got him there.
For me, he's a complete forward.
Yeah.
There's nothing he doesn't have in his locker. In my
Could
opinion.
he create goals on his own, Cats? Because that's been the Man United problem for years for me.
He can. Look at the goal he scored against Wolves when he beat them 3-0.
I think he's sick,
He
man.
great goals on his own.
Yeah, man. This is weird talking about Chelsea.
He looks much bigger and much stronger somehow, which is something. He looks much bigger and much stronger. Like he held his place against Diop and Tim Ream. I'm like, this is not the skinny Broja that played for Southampton. He's just got bulk here.
Yeah, he looked bulked up.
Yeah, look
right.
Like he looks the same for however long. He's been eating.
He's been eating.
True.
That's what you do when you can't play football. You eat.
Albanians are like this, man. They always get a henching that naturally. He's probably like
actually.
Classics from the neck of the woods over there in Eastern Europe.
Do you know what? That's true. Because a lot of when you see Albanians when they're young, they're not that.
Albanians, Kosovans, Serbians.
They're quite. But then all of a sudden, when you see them when they become men, they're like you're like, fucking hell, he's a big bastard, isn't he?
Yeah.
Albanians, bro. We know that.
Yeah, real talk. Look, and they're all crazy, but when they're
Eastern
younger, they're skinny
Europeans,
crazy men. Then they get big, and he's like, fuck me, you're a big bastard, and you're crazy.
Yeah.
It was kind
I
of.
pick up Albania, man.
Yeah.
Albania.
Yeah, we don't
Is
want
that-
no
is
trouble.
that-
Trust
is that
me,
it?
we
Is
don't
that
want no
it, Roy?
trouble.
I
That
don't
it-
do that. You get crucified for that, Steve.
Roy, is
Yeah.
that it?
Yeah, I'll get
Moving
crucified
forward, this
for being
is
American, so.
how you think Chelsea are gonna play for the coming fixtures, and how they're gonna play against Arsenal, and you have Man City, and you have.
You know what? As in, I feel like this could be an approach we take in a lot of those games, because it was pretty clear today that we controlled the game without the ball. So obviously in the games before this, we've just been having like, I'm pretty sure that we had like the highest possession in the league, but we weren't really using the ball that well. So if we're able to control games without it, when we attack, we've got a lot more space to utilize and run into, and we saw that we were able to win 2-0, and it was a pretty comfortable defensive performance. So
Roy,
I
that's
think
the sign that Pochettino's. That's a sign of a good coach. When you don't need the
Yeah,
possession,
I'll admit
you're
that,
aware of
'cause,
the territory, and you're aware of
Yeah,
where to
you
instruct players where to go, press here, win. So
yeah, you don't need 70% of the possession to have control of a game. Like, if you cut
No,
off
you
all the
don't.
passing lanes,
You don't.
and
Finish your chances,
the
you don't.
opponents- Yeah,
Yeah.
if you cut off all the passing lanes and finish the chances that you get, then all you need to do is just not do anything stupid, and like you're home and dry.
Yep.
So
You know what?
I think-
I'm a strong believer of that at the moment. To be honest with you, that there's like this season. I correct me if I'm wrong, but have all the big channels like Sky Sports and whatever else, have they always quoted XG, or is that a new thing that now they're starting to quote
I think it may
XG
be
all the
since
time?
last
I've
season.
always
year.
heard it.
Last year.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like they
Yeah,
started
right.
last
That
year.
all of a sudden now they're quoting it a lot more, and everyone's quoting all these things. And look, I'll say it again. I've said it a couple of times that football sometimes is about an eye test. Yeah, and I know I get that stats are important. Yeah, but sometimes stats can be very misleading, and people can use balance is a key in everything.
Balance,
Innit? People can use stats to kind of help to tell how they want the story to be. Yeah, and the truth is, like, sometimes you shouldn't do that. We know, like, I can tell you now, Wolves at the weekend, we had a better XG than them. We had more possession than them, but they played a better game than us because they went out there with a game plan. They performed it well and they won the game. Now we can fall back on excuses. We can fall back and say, well, decisions didn't go our way. We can fall back and say, well, we still have more possession. Yeah, all of that. But again, that's trying to tell our narrative as a fan to still get some points. Fuck that. The team was shit. Wolves came out with a game plan and won the game. So again, I think as Chelsea fans could be here and talk about the possession, but I think Chelsea fans would much rather be here going, we performed exactly the way we wanted to. Possession wasn't as good as the last couple of games, but guess what? We won 2-0. The end. That's it.
Yeah.
Forget all this other crap.
There are chances. Definitely
Especially when
chances.
you're in terrible form. Like when Newcastle lost 3 straight. I'm like, by hook or by crook, win Brentford, do something at AC Milan, something. And look, we've had 5 straight clean sheets. I'm happy as hell about that. So
Innit, Cass? Just get a result, bro.
Yeah. 100%. Like 1-0 against Burnley that got slaughtered for.
Yeah, but to be honest, like Chelsea looked all right today. Like they looked good. They looked well drilled. It's not only about defending, and it's not only about that defending and stuff. Chelsea looked, you know what the next pass is gonna be. That's the thing about Chelsea. Like they knew, with defending, but we know who's gonna break the line. We know that Gallagher's running behind the defense. We know that he's getting. We know that we're isolated.
Gallagher was all right tonight, isn't it?
It was very good.
Yeah, I thought he had a good game. I think he got man of the match on Sky Sports. It wasn't my personal man of the match, but he had a good game today. Like,
who was your man of the match then?
I want to give it to Caicedo. You know.
Yeah, I think Caicedo's silently just been dropping like 7, 8 out of 10s. So because obviously everyone knows he started really badly. Like he had a horrible debut, but recently he's just been going under the radar, just dropping these 7, 8 out of 10s, like good performances.
This is what we expect from a £1 billion squad, isn't it?
Yeah, like nothing crazy. Like but yeah, my man of that match today. I'm gonna give it to.
Poch. Give it to Poch. Give it to Poch.
Give it to
Gallagher,
Poch.
bro.
Give it to
Just give it to
Poch.
Gallagher. You
No,
know
you know,
want
I'm gonna give it to Thiago Silva because I feel
You're
like
just a hater. You want to give it to
no,
Gallagher.
That was a
Just
cop out.
hater,
That's a
bro.
cop out.
Hold
That's
on,
a
no,
cop
no.
out.
You better than that, Roy. Come on.
I've
You better
said
than that.
Gallagher had a good game, but
What
today
do you
we
mean?
showed
He was
that
running
if
it.
you
If
defend
I'm
without
being
the
honest.
ball.
Good shout, Levi Colwell today. He's the one that
Yeah,
opened
I
up
thought
the game.
I thought Levi was excellent as well. But I feel
Choose
like
one.
today we showed we can defend without the ball to control games, and Thiago Silva was at the center of that.
Choose
I
one
was one
other
of the
than
people
Thiago
saying,
Silva.
I was one of the people saying that, oh, you know what? Maybe we play better without him. A lot of the fan base is saying he should be dropped. He comes in and get a comfortable, clean sheet on the road. Don't concede any crazy.
Yeah, I thought the
chances
Sassy
off
was
in
better
that
than
one
Silva,
chance.
to be honest.
Cole
No,
Palmer
I
got
think
the highest on
Silva
Sofa's
was
score.
better today.
Actually, Colwell got highest on Sofa's score.
But it's
7
Silva,
times.
your man of the match. Nobody else.
Yeah,
I'm
what
not
about
saying-
you?
I feel like
I'm saying-
everyone had a good game. Everyone had a good game. Like Palmer had a
I'm
good
saying
game.
Pick one, though.
Palmer for me. Go on.
Yeah,
Like,
guys in the
I
comments.
get Palmer's
one
highlight.
sec.
I just feel like if you
Go
look
on,
at how
that's
we played today,
Oh, he frozen.
He's
I did-
frozen again.
I don't know.
Somebody pull his Wi-Fi.
Defend well without the ball.
Oh, he's back.
I'll go with Silva, man.
Yeah. Let me. Guys in the comments, tell us who you think your man of the match was, and also make sure to smash a like on the video if you haven't done so. If you haven't done so yet, if you have done so, thank you very much. I'll go with a nice approach if you don't mind, guys. If you like the video, then fair enough. If you don't, maybe give us a chance. But likes do help the channel very much, and this will push towards the next person. But yeah, man. So what? Who's everyone's man in the match that actually watched the game then?
For me, it's Cole Palmer.
Fair.
Yeah.
Same.
I only watched first half. First half, I'd say Cole
you-
Palmer. I didn't watch the second
I'll
half.
just jump on the bandwagon and I'll give it Robert Sanchez.
Whoa.
Yeah, why not?
I don't think
Why
Sanchez
not?
really-
Hold on.
Yeah,
The first half, you were telling me he's not it.
No, he's not. I'll do it anyways because I just want to give him some props because he's got no props. A lot of Palmer's,
But do we
Cucurella's.
really think that this Chelsea team can continue play this brand of football?
I think it's
10 games.
It's
sustainable. Is it?
Sustainable, but it's
No,
just
but the thing
personal.
is, I think I feel like we're gonna need to play this brand of football though, because we're gonna come up against teams who genuinely know how to keep the ball. So if we can defend well without it and use it effectively when we have it, we're gonna have to do that against the likes of Arsenal, who can keep the ball well, City, Spurs
Burnley
now
can keep the
ball
ball.
well.
To be fair.
Yeah, Burnley, Brighton. Like sometimes
We-
we're not always going to be able to have 65% possession, be camped in the opponent's half, trying to break them down. Sometimes you just got to be like, listen, they got the ball. Let's just sit tight, use it when we have it. And I feel like that's what we did today. So
everyone on the pitch, Roy, from Chelsea can play counter-attacking football and transition-based football to bypass.
Honestly, like
only two players that have to get on board with this system.
Would you say
out
they play counter-attacking football? Mo? Would you say they play counter-attacking football?
They kind of did every time they
With
lost
some-
the ball, Fulham, and they dispossessed
today
it was so
kinda
quick.
counter-attacking.
It's not counter-attacking, but every time you got the ball from them
Hold up.
in your
Oh
Go ahead.
my gosh.
Go ahead.
So when Ten Hag in his first season was playing this counter-attack, sometimes possession type football, you lot were quick this season
him.
to say it's not a style of football, this, that, and the other. But as
No,
soon as
no.
Wait, one second,
It's
Roy. One
completely
second, Roy.
different.
No, wait, Roy. This is aimed at Mo, not nobody else.
Yeah, go ahead.
The one that says about style of football is be onto it. But as soon as Poch does it and you get a couple results against your Brightons and your Fulhams, all of a sudden it's praise. Because what would you rather do? Play sustainable possession type football and have a style, even if you ain't got the personnel to do it. But then all of a sudden, clap. Well
But
done,
that's
Poch.
why I asked the question. That's why I asked the question, and you said it's sustainable.
Consistency. Never
That's-
foul.
that-
Not consistent
no,
with
hold on.
things, to be
That's
real.
why I asked the question, and you're the one who said it's sustainable because you support Man United and you're okay with playing counter-attacking football.
I'm
I
not
asked
okay with
Troy, is it sustainable? He said it's sustainable.
transition
I actually
ball.
think he has two players on the midfield that needs to get on board that play position-based football, which is Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. Who runs the game? The midfielders. Both of them like to have the ball at their feet, and they don't like to defend as much. They like to have the ball. Caicedo today wants to have the ball at his feet. That's the problem. So
I have
for
to
me, I asked that. Is this sustainable? Do
No,
you
but the
think
thing
they
is-
can play that?
Roy,
No.
one second.
I'm not saying that's.
I have
the
to
thing is-
criticize never a foul right now. Yeah, there's certain people on our show that come on a weekly basis, sometimes daily. One called Mo and there's another one called Ty that are not consistent with opinions. We need out of filthy fellas, we need to take a feather or a leaf or whatever you want to call it out of filthy fellas book.
It's a leaf. It's a leaf. It's not a feather. It's a leaf.
No, I'm just doing a tie. But I'm just saying. Where is the consistency of opinion? It stinks. This is horrible.
No.
This is horrible. I can't believe it.
Still think that they aren't going to defend.
Yeah, Mo will praise Man City. As soon as he goes on his channel, it all goes to shit.
No, never happened.
Yeah. Horrible.
So this is an agenda. This is an agenda from these guys.
Oh,
to be honest. Listen,
you get to speak all your filthy shit on your channel. People, go and subscribe to Mo's filthy channel where we get to speak all of his filthy slander on my club. My club. On my club.
His filthy cheating financial.
But you guys are seriously, do you know that Chelsea have the highest position in the league, higher than Man City in the first 6 games?
Yeah, I heard that. I think if we're having a conversation about anything to do with Chelsea and saying, but is it sustainable, right? That means we're now going into talking about across a whole season. Everybody. And then it's only fair to then say, okay, well, what that means is that we're talking about when they get a lot of their players back, right? Because at the moment, right, what they're doing is without a lot of their better players. When a load of their players come back, do we think that Chelsea can continue to grow and improve? Absolutely. We have to be real. They're missing a lot of players. This isn't a myth. Chelsea are missing players. A few of us are, but Chelsea are missing a lot and have been missing a lot. That's not an excuse because they spend a lot of money. But if we're talking about can they continue to grow and can the football they're playing be sustainable, I think absolutely, because they've got a lot of stars to come back.
And I also think that the one thing that I really look for in managers is is there one way you can win games, or can you win multiple? Can you win a game in multiple different ways? Can you win a 1-0? Can you survive in a shootout like a 5-4, or a 3-4, or 3-2, or whatever? Can you cope with? Can you dominate your opponent? Win a 5-0? Can you get all different types of wins? Can you win on the counter? Can you go away to a tough ground in the Champions League and get a draw or a narrow win? Like that for me is important.
Yeah. That's
I think you win one game, Chelsea. Do you win one game?
Steve?
Huh?
At Newcastle, at AC Milan, yeah, that's what you did there.
Oh, he's clear. Actually, now I get it. Yeah, you look at it. That's.
Hey, look, he's got a better vape than Daps's. Damn. He glows up. There's the laser.
Let's talk about that comparison with Man United.
Yeah, I need a laser.
A very saucy, nice comparison. Man United versus Chelsea. Who is in a better place?
Oh, we're both in the mud, man.
Who's in the worst position? Sophia, who's in the worst position? Like, honestly, logically, no reaction. Who is?
Don't
I think
cry.
it
It's
might
all right.
be us. I think we might be like really in the gutter. Like really. But I do believe and hope that Ten Hag can turn it around. But he gotta grow up here tomorrow. He gotta grow up here.
Ooh. So you used two words that I think contradict each other. Just then. You said believe and hope. So do you believe? You believe.
I believe.
You don't hope. You sure? No hope in
believe.
it. It's always just believe, yeah? Okay.
I believe.
Cass, do you believe? Do you believe or do you hope, Cass?
For who?
For you lot.
Galatasaray at home. Wilfried Zaha.
I genuinely believe in Ten Hag. I just don't hope for this regime at United to keep him sustained.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm going Chelsea in a better position.
Yeah, Chelsea are definitely
switch up owners.
Chelsea are definitely. I mean, that's what happens when you spend 600 more million than us. But I'm just saying this.
No. It's about who they spend it on, because you guys have spent a lot of money too. But the recruitment,
but even their recruitment isn't top notch.
Our recruitment has been shit. Let's be honest here.
Exactly.
Top notch as well.
Conversation. It's like who's
I
really.
think we're both in the mud, to be honest. I think if both sides are fully fit, I think we've probably got better players than you do across the squad. But then also, like, we've been underperforming this season. So, like, is Ten Hag going to be able to play his style of football, or is he still going to go back to the... What do you say?
1 point separates us. I think we both lost 2 games at home, or was it one that you've lost? Maybe.
They lost to
Lost like
Forest
3?
and Aston Villa at home.
Yeah, there you go.
Who's finishing above who? Who's finishing
No,
above
I
who?
think this
We
is what I
cannot be
say.
reactionary after one game for Chelsea.
We are finishing.
No, you're right.
above Chelsea.
Mo, you're right. We should never be reactionary on never a foul.
I don't know. I need to see a few of these tough
putting him on
games
the
first.
spot there.
Yeah, you know what? Because you know what? I look at your run and I look at our run, right? And
Hold
as
on,
much
stop. United just lost 1-0 at home to Crystal fucking Palace.
No, wait, Daps. I'm not going to do this again. But you know who's coming up for Chelsea, right? Compared to what's coming up for Man United. I'm not saying Man United's going to go and scream and go win all those games, but it's just like we haven't seen enough sample size to know Chelsea are going to continue getting a couple goals here and there for these sort of games that are coming up, the so-called bigger sides, right? So that's the only part. But I don't think it's going to be far off, you know, Roy. Your worst fixtures of the season, that bunch, probably still end up at the same points 10 games later.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I would not be surprised.
Bro, this might be the last 3 points you see until December 16th.
It might be.
Bro, this might be the last win until
that's why I'm
December
so gassed, man,
16th.
because I might not
Bro,
see this for a hot
enjoy
second.
it, celebrate it, go out tonight.
Yeah,
because you might throw against Burnley.
And you've got a new sponsor as well. You've managed to get a sponsor on your shirt as well.
Maybe it was not playing with
Zero
a sponsor
athlete
that made us so shit. Maybe
with all the fitness issues you've got, it's funny that your sponsor's called Zero Athlete.
Or Infinite.
Infinite Zero, same for Infinite Athlete.
Yeah.
So it should be Zero Athletes, actually.
Bro, seriously, the run is coming up is scary to anyone.
It ain't looking good.
Anyone.
I wish it wasn't Arsenal first, man. I just wish it wasn't Arsenal. I'd much rather.
Where is that game?
Bridge.
Why should you be so scared of Arsenal if you can control a game?
No, because I just feel like we've got a bad record against them. So I would have liked to just play a few games, just see where we are, and then we could go against them. Like I would have rather faced like Tottenham or Brighton or United.
Well, Tottenham at the moment.
No, because historically we're always pretty good against Tottenham.
Oh, for fuck, historically.
Well, Arsenal were historically pretty good against Tottenham.
Liverpool as
were
well.
historically very good against Spurs.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, everything's
Getting
going out
yourself
the
clipped up
window
there.
this season. So you know what? I can't even say that anymore.
Don't rely on history. Don't.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about, man. Because historically, everything was good until last season, and last season we broke so many records. So
when have you got Arsenal at home? When have you got Arsenal at home? That is an interesting
after the
week.
international break,
October. So
yes,
they got Burnley this Saturday, international break.
So it'll be 21st, 22nd that weekend,
21st.
right? Yeah, 21st.
Album's going to fly. Lovely.
It's good for you actually because your players. I don't think Chelsea players will go to the international duty as much as the whole of the Arsenal team will be out.
Broja for Albania, obviously.
No, he can fake an injury. It doesn't matter next game. I think that might happen.
Yeah,
But Arsenal team though, everyone will leave.
You think he's faking an injury against Albania? No chance.
Yeah, Albania got decent.
To his house. What do you mean?
Albania.
His paycheck comes from Chelsea, and Jackson is coming back.
Bro, his paycheck comes from Chelsea, bro. He ain't faking nothing on the Albanians, bro. Not on the Albanians, bro. Your life is worth more than money, bro.
Yeah,
he can get good fitness from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, a couple more games to get fit, maybe get confidence up, get a couple
Bro
of goals.
couldn't run in the minute.
Even Mo as an Albanian at Inter. Aslani.
Guys, he couldn't run after minute 8.
Player,
Fitness, my ass. He guy wants to rest at home to be ready for the game.
Chelsea have a few. You got, I believe you got Kearney back now. You've got Reece James back now.
Chukwuemeka's back.
Chukwuemeka's back. I believe Cole might be back for that one. Might be from what I got. So Chilwell, he's only out for a couple of weeks now.
No, Chilwell's out for a month.
A month?
So, yeah, it's probably like the second game after the international break.
I saw 2-3 weeks. Okay, that's bad. Who else is? And then man, we'll just. I suppose. I'm
hoping Lavia's back soon after the international break as well because we haven't.
Yeah, when is Lavia coming back? Or
honestly, I forget he plays for us sometimes. But I'm hoping he's back at least.
Hold on, has he played for you yet? He hasn't played for you yet.
I don't think he actually signed for them. It's just all fake.
Yeah, like...
It's all fake, bro. He's not.
Yeah, honestly,
he hasn't signed for Chelsea.
Bro, they paid for him to basically piss Liverpool off and set up the season off.
That's a player right there,
Yeah, that's going to be a big because I thank you for your service, Silva. But I'm trying to see Badiashile in that left centre back role or Levi Colwill now. Like we've got two good young left centre backs. We don't need Thiago Silva starting every week anymore.
What
The
about
only one
Lavia?
who's,
Where's Lavia? Is he not back now?
Sure, who
I
just
think-
speaking on?
We were just picking on him. We were just
he-
picking on him.
Yeah, he got his ankle got clotted in training, so I think he's probably
I
about
got
2-3 weeks away.
Chelsea got a lot of brothers out. That's a starting 11, to be fair.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, you can literally make a starting 11. I think the only long-term
Is it
absentees
17th Man
are
United?
Nkunku and
And
Fofana.
Nkunku's not back till
January.
what's it? January. And what about
And then
Fofana?
Fofana's out till March.
That's
Fofana's
probably
out.
March.
Fofana's out.
Remember,
Yeah,
Daps,
yeah.
he did his
I think Fofana's
ACL
out
or
for good.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
did. He
you
did
know
his ACL. Yeah,
Once
he
you
left.
get to
Before the
rehab as well,
season
that's
even
probably the rest of the
started.
season.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
Fofana's
right
out.
now,
guy, man.
Probably
It's
taking
looking,
too long.
it's looking kind of up for you guys, man. I can't hate on it, man.
Yeah, you know what? Only 2 long-term absentees. Like, we'll get our players back soon enough.
I think a couple additions help you a lot. Like I think like a couple additions have helped us quite a lot as well. But it's still far. The difference is so night and day between the teams that are playing good at the moment. You know what I mean? Like even there's decent performances, but how sustainable the performance is. This I'm going to ask you. What do you lot think about with Man? Because obviously with Man United, do you reckon that it's all doom and gloom from here? Like honest opinions.
Nah.
You don't.
I know. I think Ten Hag will be the scapegoat again. I was talking with Sophia early on her show about it. I mean, y'all still have like a core of players that have failed managers in the past, like year in, year out. So it's like, what, you know, unfortunately, that's a bad pattern to be in after like 3 straight managers.
You know why I don't think it is? And I don't know if Sophia jump in whenever you feel to as well. Why I don't think it is because like I said it earlier to Mo, right? There's a reason why they want to change the lineup from Palace on Tuesday. And I think this time around, the fans that are not so clued up when it comes to the tactical stuff or when it comes to certain other types of players, you can see who the footballers are and who aren't the footballers. And Ten Hag deployed exactly the same way. Pretty much a lot of the players were in the same positions, even if they got minutes here and there. And you could see who ruined it. That you can see who ruined it. Yeah. And if you do that, now they're saying there's reports that people are annoyed with Marcus Rashford, not just the staff and all that kind of stuff, but also, you know, the players as well. Body language, it's all catching up. It caught up to Martial at one point, but
it's not looking good.
They're talking about Ten Hag and a new contract.
Oh, wow.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think rumors he might get a new deal.
So this is what needs to change. I think it's you know what, we can always talk about on the pitch, but off the pitch is so vital to how things go on the pitch, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's so underrated because you know what it is. Everyone in here right now, if you work or don't, if you go into work, there could be that one person that could just ruin your whole day that's in a higher position and just make the whole feel in, let's call it the building, feel like shit. And that's
the environment.
So if you're a player that comes in, typically I would call it the place. If you're a player and you come in moody to an environment where people look up to you and everything like that, it's going to create a crappy mood around the building. And when that happens, and on the pitch, they don't really care that much, then nobody else is going to care too much. And that, I think, it affects a lot. But there's no excuse for not winning against Palace. Handball, the handball, even though that Dermot Gallagher guy said the hand was near the side when he saw the image, whatever. You could all talk about the offside and all that, but still, it's the limit of chances. Man United have got so far to go. I can't lie. I know I said second right now, yeah, and it's still a lot. When you think about logically,
Wait, you think they'll finish second, Kaz?
No, I said at the start of the season, like before any ball,
they're going to finish above City.
But I didn't reckon all the. I didn't take all the. No, actually, to be fair, when I said City, because I didn't know who they were going to sign. That was before Doku, and that was before Nunes, right? Like I said, it depends.
Oh yeah, that makes all the difference. Because
I was gonna say, like, bro, they were still finishing above you.
But well, you never know, man. It's because it's such a small squad, and now they're complaining about injuries, right? But anyways, I'm just saying, along them lines, forget all the whatever. I just don't. It's 9 points only when you deep it, but in the long run, if it ain't sustainable, you're gonna end up like Tottenham, man. Like of last season, Man United might end up looking like the Tottenham of last season. It might be that bad.
I think you'll still finish 5th. I said 5th before the year. I think that's
it, bro. I can't lie. I know this might be reactionary. Obviously, we can only go off the sample size of the 7 games that we've seen. But boy, when I say this, I think there's such a lack of goals. It's gonna hurt us this time because you want to play expansive football. It might look nice, but you're gonna have to suffer.
Well, you just have to give
there's something that you guys are forgetting.
Right, but
Lisandro Martinez is injured, and he was the guy that stopped. He was one of the guys that made Man United 1-0, 2-1 games. You know what I mean? Like
it's the-
only one goal. They had
It's-
the best defense in the league at home, didn't you
Yeah, but
guys?
it's the
12
club
goals
fault
only.
for not putting him through the surgery. I thought he went through surgery when he got injured. They
He
let
didn't.
it heal normally. Stupid.
It's how
Actually,
the
do you know-
club is run.
but did he go through surgery? I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
did.
No, he didn't.
Well, if he's going back through it again. But can I just say one thing is for me as well that I think needs to be looked at a bit as well is I know it's all gone quiet a bit on the Jadon Sancho thing, yeah. But
he's back in training now, believe it or not.
right, so
He's
well,
allowed that.
Rance just said to me that apparently the PFA got involved and pretty much were like, you can't just you can't do this. But here's the thing for me that this is why I think that could be quite important is we've seen at the weekend, yeah, that Rashford knows what he's about. Rashford has been programmed into being he's the guy that thinks, you know, when United haven't been performing well, he's stepped up and he's single-handedly, you know, got them out of the mud a couple of times, right? But they now have a number 9, yeah. They now have Højlund, yeah. And we saw at the weekend a couple of opportunities maybe for Rashford to play through Højlund.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm looking at Sancho, I'm thinking Sancho knows how to do that. Yeah. If we're no longer about, and I think where Ten Hag probably wants to take Man United is them not to be about single-handed game changers.
Moments.
Yeah. Not moments no more. He wants them to play. Look, that's why you've got rid of the goalkeeper you had and you've brought in a goalkeeper that knows how to pass out and move the ball about, right? And I just keep looking at Sancho and thinking, whatever we want to say about Sancho, yeah, the one thing we do know factually, because there's 3 seasons of evidence of this, is my man knows how to play with a number 9. Yeah, it's documented, it's factual. In the Dortmund team, he knows how to play with a number 9. Yeah. Rashford, there's no facts there telling me that Rashford can play with a number 9, really. Not like there is for Sancho. Just Martial, but then even if you compare Martial to
Højlund, the way they play,
they're not the same. They're not the same.
Martial's a walking injury hospital bed.
He's talking about at the moment, but he won't be long.
And then if I'm going to be honest as well with the whole work rate thing, you know, one of the reasons Ten Hag said about Sancho is that he wasn't working hard in training. Well, you know what? I don't watch Man United week in, week out, but I have watched some games, and in those games, I'll say, fuck training. Rashford sometimes doesn't work hard on the damn pitch. Yeah. So would you not agree? Because I can tell you now, Aguero didn't always perform well in training, but on the pitch, Aguero would step up. So sometimes
it's not about working hard. People forget that Marcus Rashford had 2 seasons back-to-back when he had double digits goals, 8 assists, and double-digit goals.
Are you part of the Marcus Rashford PR team?
No. But wait.
Okay.
And then after that, he got a new contract. And after that, things changed at the club.
It just went downhill.
And it went downhill. And he became the focus of everything when Martial got injured. And everything was on his shoulders. So I think he got used to, like, I will take the ball. It's on me to score the goals. It's on me to make everything happen.
Maybe.
And it has been going on for like 2.5 seasons now, where he's doing that. And now you're asking him again to play with a striker again that is fit to service him. And he's not used to that. This is why I'm looking and I'm like, you're not providing
enough. Part of the Marshall,
Gotta
you're part of the
figure it
Marshall
out.
PR team, 100%.
If I say what I want to say,
So how much is he on? How much is he on?
375.
Yeah, fucking work it out very quickly then, bro.
Work it out.
If I want to say
Work
what
that shit out.
Yeah. Wait till tomorrow. There's a video that's going to come out in the morning, and you'll see me and Ty go at one another about Marcus Rashford.
You know what? Honestly, like I get why he frustrates United fans, but also like you haven't developed him. Like you really haven't developed him as well as you should.
We ain't developed no one in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Only one that's currently right now is Garnacho. That's it.
Yeah, Garnacho's doing well, but honestly, like,
but they're inevitable players to develop, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you developed Rashford as you should, he should be standing shoulder to shoulder with Kylian Mbappe. I'll tell you that for free. Rashford,
I don't put him on that pedestal though, and nowhere.
Might be a reach, Roy.
If you developed him as you should, I don't think he would be. I don't think he would be better than him, but I don't think he will be that far off him. Rashford should be. Rashford was your answer to Mbappe.
Yeah,
Not
but
for
hold
me.
on.
I
No.
don't think that's fair.
But you can say that he was their answer to. But that's like me saying that, like, my local club have got their answer to Haaland. Yeah, it doesn't mean the levels are similar. It's
Okay,
on
you know
their
what? No,
level.
no, no,
Like,
no.
come
I
on,
don't
bro.
think that's fair on Rashford at all because I don't put
Yeah.
Rashford on that pedestal. Mbappe for me is the best footballer in the
No.
world.
Like I
Let's
said,
talk
I
about
don't think.
Rashford is
I don't
just
think
not.
okay, you know what? Same level might have been a bit of a stretch.
Rashford is
but
Newcastle quality level,
should have
bro.
been your version of Mbappe. Like a winger who can get you bucket loads of goals, elite ball striking, good 1v1 players, good takes penalties. Everything Mbappe does well. Obviously, they've got downsides, both a bit greedy, like love to go for glory and all this stuff. But Rashford, if you developed him properly, I honestly feel like he could have been your answer.
And if I was developed properly and I didn't lose my head, I might have been a footballer today as well.
Oh, yeah,
Bro,
you
if
know
I
what?
paid attention in one geography class, I'd be a millionaire now. Like,
Yeah.
if we're doing that.
You know what? It's unpopular. I understand. It's
He's a
unpopular.
good player. That's
He's-
it. It's a good player.
He's alright.
That's it.
He's overrated player for me.
The guy is
There you
20.
go.
Let's stop treating him like
Wait, how
Lingard,
old is
yeah?
he?
He's coming up
Yeah.
to 26 years old at the end of this month, yeah? Let's
Halloween.
not treat him like he's a kid still. He's not. He's played 8
Exactly.
years of football, and most of those years have been shit. Half of them, anyways. They're just not good enough. He don't suit the way the manager wants to play. Don't care if he's academy graduate. Don't have no affiliation to it anymore. If you don't suit what the manager wants, get rid of him. I'm sure there's a certain Kylian Mbappe leaving for Real Madrid at the end of the season, and there's a certain PSG that are interested in him. Get rid of him. Cash in.
Swap deal?
Cash in.
Maybe.
Oh,
Swap
no, he's paying free. He's
Yeah, I
paying
reckon,
free.
I
I don't
reckon
know if
6th or
he'd fit a
7th place
Luis
could
Enrique.
attract him.
I don't think Rashford would fit
Swap
a Luis
deal.
Enrique.
Did Sophia just get swap deal between Mbappe and Rashford?
Yes, she did.
I don't.
Mbappe's going
I
for
don't
free.
think PSG
Girl
are
to
accepting
try.
that,
He's
unfortunately.
going for free anyway, so there's no need for a swap.
Nah, I think he signed an extension. I think he signed an
Nah, he's
extension.
gonna go to.
No, he
He
won't.
was going around Madrid.
I
mate.
think he'll
He's
sign an
definitely around Madrid.
extension. There's
Well, you
more
think he'll do that
structure.
again? Yeah, I hear
Yeah.
what you're saying. He
Mbappe's
did
not doing
last
that to
time.
himself. Unless they make him the manager of the club, then
Manager of the club.
Can we talk about
I
Vinicius
don't-
smacking
That was
Silva?
what
Why?
else are they going to give Mbappe to
Wait,
sign an
I didn't see
extension? This
this.
guy's good. He's basically going to want to manage himself.
I didn't see this. Did anyone else see that?
So
Did
I
Vinicius-
saw a replay of just when we were
Yeah,
starting.
I don't know how that was a red
Vinicius
card.
literally is chasing down Silva, and he went like that. Like
Really?
he tried to make
Oh,
it look like he was
yeah.
falling over like that.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Smack him on the back of the head.
Was he falling?
No,
No,
he
Not balanced.
he tried to make it look like he was falling.
It
Let's
looked
say.
a little deliberate.
It looked
Last
fake.
person I can't lie. Last person you want to be fighting is your fellow countryman in Thiago Silva. He all batter guys.
Yeah.
Like, the way he looks,
Yeah, I
the way
don't really see
that
why
guy's
he was
crazy,
playing.
bro. If one of them older dudes are mega fit, be scared. I believe in freedom of speech, except for people who seriously want Poch out within 10 games. They are clowns.
America.
Word to Roy.
Freedom
Word
of
to Roy. Doesn't know
listen.
patience. If
I
you
would
are
have Poch out after 0
games.
games. He
You're the
hasn't shown me
first
enough to change. For me to change my stance, I need to see a very long, sustained, results-orientated
That's fair.
player development body of work. That's what
That's
I need
fair.
to see to switch my stance on Poch.
That's
Like,
fair.
Listen, bro. Listen. The results. This is Chelsea Football Club after 1 billion. If you don't get results, you get sacked. It's as simple as
Yeah.
that. You cannot be in a
You're outta
relegation
here.
battle. It's as simple as that. And it goes for Man United as well. If Erik ten Hag doesn't turn it around and it's December and you have 15 points, you get the
Yeah.
sack. It's as
Then
simple as that. But anyway, people, thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, no, Sophia. Oh, make sure, of course, Sophia Talks Football in the description. And Steve as well. They have a channel, Steve, of course.
Yeah,
It's a-
Strasbourg Steve. I just do
Strasbourg Steve as well. Make sure
European
to give
footy.
the guys a subscription, a follow. Of
I love
course.
that name.
Chelsea.
Some of our members, of course. And if you stay in this video, it will go to me, talk about Chelsea and have a big agenda against Chelsea. I'm not going to praise them. at
Oh,
all.
I can already tell from this. Yeah, I can already tell.
oof.
But anyway,
Thanks for
thank
joining
you,
us,
everybody.
everyone.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Make sure before you leave, there is still 600 of you here. The like button is something that we need from you. This is free content. It looks like this. Hit that like button, people. It's easy and simple, and it doesn't cost you a penny. Just do that. Get us to 300 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys, for being here. Thank you, Roy. And congratulations for the one and only win you're going to see in this month. See you.
Yeah.